Georges Derose was born on August 5, 1947, in Paris, France, into a family with a rich sporting tradition. His father, a former amateur boxer, instilled in Georges a strong sense of discipline and determination from a young age. Growing up in the vibrant and competitive atmosphere of post-war France, Georges developed a passion for sports, initially dabbling in soccer and basketball. However, it was athletics, specifically the 400 meters hurdles, that captured his attention and defined his future. Derose's journey into track and field began in earnest at the age of 14, when he joined a local athletics club. His natural athletic ability, combined with a relentless work ethic, quickly set him apart from his peers. It wasn't long before he was competing in regional events, showing impressive speed, agility, and stamina. By the time he was 18, Georges had transitioned from local competitions to national-level events, where he first showcased his talent in the 400 meters hurdles. A discipline that required not just speed but strategic thinking and explosive power. Qualities that Derose possessed in abundance. Though his entry into athletics was relatively late compared to many of his contemporaries, Georges' potential was evident early on. His coaches recognized his raw talent and encouraged him to specialize in hurdling, a decision that would shape the next phase of his career. As a teenager, Derose's determination and dedication to the sport were already setting him on a path toward greatness. Although the peak of his career would still be a few years away. Rise to prominence. By 1968, Georges Derose had become a rising star in French athletics, particularly in the 400 meters hurdles, an event that was becoming increasingly competitive on the international stage. His first major break came in the 1968 French National Championships, where he claimed his first national title in the 400-meter hurdles, with a time that put him on the radar of both national and international selectors. This victory, along with a series of impressive performances in smaller competitions, solidified his place on the French national team for the European Championships that same year. The 1968 season marked a turning point for Derose, as he began to truly come into his own as a professional athlete. At the European Championships, he made a bold statement by reaching the finals of the 400-meter hurdles, finishing in the top 8. His performance in this high-level competition served as a springboard for his future career, as he quickly became known for his smooth, powerful hurdling technique and his ability to maintain speed while clearing barriers. In the years following 1968, Derose's performances continued to improve, and his status as one of Europe's top hurdling athletes was solidified. His rise was accelerated by his inclusion in France's team for the 1969 IAAF World Cup, where he competed alongside some of the most prominent athletes in the world. Although he did not win, Derose's performances were strong enough to gain recognition, and he began to be seen as a contender for the 1970 European Championships. Career peak and main achievements, 1968-1970. The peak of Georges Derose's career came in the years 1969 and 1970, when he was consistently ranked among the top 400 meters hurdlers in the world. His prime performances during these years not only secured his reputation as one of France's finest track athletes but also placed him among the elite hurdlers on the global stage. In 1969, Derose achieved his breakthrough international success at the European Athletics Championships in Athens, Greece. He competed in the 400 meters hurdles and, in a fiercely contested final, took home the silver medal with a time that was only narrowly beaten by the event's world record holder. This performance marked the culmination of years of hard work and demonstrated that Georges Derose was no longer just a rising star. He had arrived as a force to be reckoned with on the international athletics scene. His silver medal at the European Championships was widely regarded as a triumph, and it earned him widespread acclaim in France. Derose's fluid running style and ability to clear hurdles efficiently became trademarks of his approach to the event, setting him apart from many of his contemporaries. His next major achievement came in 1970, when he secured a bronze medal at the prestigious IAAF World Cup in Turin, Italy. The competition brought together the best athletes from around the globe, and Derose's third-place finish was a significant accomplishment, solidifying his status as one of the world's top 400-meter hurdlers. Throughout the competition, Derose demonstrated his exceptional ability to perform under pressure, battling against formidable opponents, including the legendary American hurdlers who dominated the event during this era. Later that year, Derose's success continued in national and international competitions. He won the French national championships in 1970, defending his title in the 400 meters hurdles, and posted a personal best time that was a national record at the time. This achievement further underscored his dominance in the event and ensured his place as one of the best athletes in France. Challenges and resilience. Despite his meteoric rise in athletics, Georges Derose's career was not without its challenges. The intense physical demands of training and competition took their toll on his body. And like many athletes, he faced a number of injuries that slowed his progress. In 1970, after a season of high-level competition, Derose faced a significant knee injury that forced him to scale back his training. Injuries and the pressure of competing at the highest level often challenge athletes' mental and physical fortitude. Yet, Georges Derose demonstrated incredible resilience. His ability to recover from injury, both physically and mentally, was one of the defining traits of his career. Derose's commitment to overcoming obstacles and pushing through periods of difficulty earned him respect from his peers and coaches alike. His ability to return from setbacks and continue competing at a high level highlighted his determination and love for the sport. Final years and legacy. While Georges Derose's career was cut short by a series of injuries in 1970, the impact he had on the world of track and field continues to resonate. After the 1970 season, Derose made the difficult decision to retire from competitive athletics at the age of 23, just as he was reaching the height of his powers. His retirement marked the end of an era for French hurdling, and many believed that Derose could have achieved even greater success if not for the injuries that hindered his career. In the years following his retirement, Derose remained involved in athletics, transitioning to coaching and mentoring young athletes. He became known for his ability to teach aspiring hurdlers the techniques and strategies that had made him so successful in his prime. His insights into the sport and his passion for nurturing new talent left a lasting legacy. Georges Derose passed away on January 12, 1999, after a long and fulfilling life outside of competitive athletics. His influence on the sport, particularly in France, remains profound. In recognition of his contributions to athletics, Derose was posthumously inducted into the French Athletics Hall of Fame, and his name continues to inspire future generations of track and field athletes. Impact and remembrance. Georges Derose's legacy transcends his achievements on the track. His success in the late 1960s and early 1970s paved the way for future generations of hurdlers in France and around the world. Derose's athleticism, technical skill, and mental fortitude serve as an example of what can be achieved through hard work and dedication. His contributions to French athletics are still celebrated, and his impact continues to be felt in the development of track and field in the country. Today, Georges Derose is remembered not only as a medalist and national champion but also as a symbol of resilience and the embodiment of the spirit of athletics. His story serves as a reminder that success is not just about victories and titles, but about the perseverance and dedication that define a true champion.